I didn't know. I didn't have much of an opinion on how effective the Trump visit to a McDonald's where he worked cooking the fries and working the drive-thru. I really didn't have much of a inclination of how it worked. I thought it was cool. I thought it was funny. I thought it was interesting. But, you know, again, I'm a Trump voter, so I'm not a huge supporter. You've heard me talk about it before. I've had my criticisms, but I think he is a much, capital M, much better candidate and than Vice President Harris. That's my personal opinion, but I'm not invested. I'm not emotionally invested, and when things don't work and when things fall flat, they fall flat. I really didn't have much of an indication that it worked, that it had gotten through to people until I started seeing responses like this. A guy named Alex on X posted, Barack Obama received the Nobel Peace Prize. Joe Biden received the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Vice President Harris received Time Person of the Year. Donald Trump got a French fry certification pin. When the Democrats start making fun of the working class because something stung them, it's like a boxer in a ring that gets hit with a good punch and then waves to the crowd like it didn't hurt. You know it hurt. It hurt. So this is ABC News talking about this little report of the former president at a Pennsylvania McDonald's.
Trump visiting a McDonald's, wearing an apron, working the fry station.
We got the salt on her.
Trump taking questions at the fast food chain where the average worker makes $13 to $15 an hour, dodging a question on whether he supports raising the minimum wage.
These people work hard. They're great. And I just saw something, a process that's beautiful.
The restaurant was closed to the public.
There'll be no charge. Trump is paying for it. Is that okay?
The Secret Service screening the people Trump served.
So this is it just the whole thing. It's so funny because what that whole point of that last statement was, he wasn't really working. This was all a big contrived thing. Let me jump ahead. Michigan town hall meeting with Vice President Harris. Town hall. What is a town hall meeting? A town hall meeting means I'm going to answer your questions. We're not going to screen people at the door. I don't know what political party you are. I don't know what you think of me. You know who was really good at these? John McCain. John McCain would go to town hall meetings and face people that were furious at him. And he would answer questions and he would talk to people. So just because fair is fair, you got this report. Oh, they vetted the people that went through the window. Yeah, the former president of the United States, who's had at least 2 attempts on his life, was going to stick his head out a drive-through window. They're going to screen the people there. Well, that means it was contrived. It wasn't really him working the fries. Okay. Maria Shriver, moderator of a town hall meeting for the vice president of the United States, when people asked her, are we going to be able to ask questions?
You're not, unfortunately. We have some predetermined questions, and hopefully I'll be able to ask some of the questions that might be in your head.
All right. So fair's fair. Let's just be fair. Here's some sound. This is what the president sounded like working the drive-thru.
Well, that's a good-looking group. Hello, everybody. This is not a normal situation, is it? What a good-looking family. How did you produce those people? Oh, they look like the wife. They look like the wife. How are you? Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. We appreciate all
Thank you. Thank you. And there'll be no charge. Trump is paying for it. Is that okay?
All right. No charge. Trump's paying for it. Well, AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, the congresswoman of a disastrous district in New York, she is very upset. She's upset that Elon Musk is giving away millions of dollars on X with people and surveys, and she doesn't like it. And she doesn't like the fact that the former president worked a drive-through, and here's why.
Donald Trump putting on a little McDonald's costume because he thinks that's what people do.
So the vice president saying she had a job when she worked at McDonald's when she was younger. What's the difference? I want to know what the difference is. There's no difference. So it's trying to appeal to the working class people in America. Donald Trump doesn't make any bones about being born rich and being richer than he was born. But he went and worked there, and this is how I know the visit to McDonald's worked.
Donald Trump putting on a little McDonald's costume because he thinks that's what people do. They're not trying to empathize with us. They are making fun of us. They are making.
Remember, this is the woman that in a congressional hearing said, how about that? So let's talk about patronizing people and making fun of people. It's just ridiculous.
Making fun of us. Donald Trump thinks that people who work at McDonald's are a joke. Elon Musk thinks that dangling money in front of a working person is a cute thing to do.
Ever hear of the lottery? Anybody ever hear of the lottery? Dangling money in front of working class people. Who plays the lottery? Who buys lotto tickets?
When the election of our lives is before us. Because that's what people and billionaires like that do.
So that's how I know it worked. I thought it was funny. I thought some of his jokes were funny. I thought his comments were funny. I didn't know if it worked. Now I know it did. Now I know it did. And that's how I know. Because of the pushback.
Thanks for watching the Mike Broomhead Show. Tap to watch the first season of Amazing Arizonans, a KTAR News podcast. You can also click the button in the middle to subscribe.